Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Bear with us while we check the feed. And Shalakia, it did it just now. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up. And as you see the title of the lesson, the M.O.T.B is in your face. And before we get started, all right, we would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Hawa,
Shem,
Shem,
Yahweh Shai,
Shah,
Hashem,
Shem, Rakahapadash.
Kahadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and have towards the true peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. These are the brothers of the GMS Charlotte, North Carolina camp, coming to you with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Ratazah. You brothers and you few sisters will be edified. So again, going back to the title of the lesson, all right, the M.O.T.B is in your face. These things here are being made plain upon tables. If you can't see what's going on, then we don't know what else to tell you. We're warning you brothers and you few sisters that are out there what's to come, because this is a major priest and Salakia brothers. Please forgive me and few sisters that are out there. You can grab that scripture, priest.
Khan. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
You can break it down, priest.
Khan. And that's our job as being the watchman, over the Lord's sheep. Because the scriptures tell you the Lord has set up watchmen over his flock, roughly paraphrasing. So our job is to go and pretty much warn the people on, what the prophetic forecast is, and make it plain, man. Okay? So it says, verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And how we making it plain upon tables is pretty much as we go into these scriptures, we break it down, all right, to make it to as plain and understandable as possible, so that the believers, all right, can get this knowledge, understand it, and then go and speak on it, man. Okay? So it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And, this word, has been spoken through our teachers, which is the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, all right, way before, the technology was as advanced as it is now. So back then, when apostles were speaking on this 30 something years ago, all right, this technology was unheard of, man. All right, nobody would think that it'd be any type of biometric technology that you can put inside of your body to be able to pretty much move around in society. But we're in a time, like the brother taught this lesson, where this prophecy of the M.O.T.B, which is one of the last major prophecies that we're waiting to come to pass, all right, is being made in your face. You cannot avoid it. All right, you can try to deny what it is, but that scripture talk about being willfully ignorant. And that's what you see a lot of these people are, because the more and more people are waking up and beginning to speak on it and speak against it, because it's being made plain that this is the mark of the beast, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. And all you gotta do is take a look around, man. There are articles everywhere. You brothers and you few sisters out there have heard and seen, and videos of Chip Girl. You brothers and few sisters have seen, and heard about videos of people getting brain C-hips. These are the times that we're in, man.
Kind of brother, he's lagging, so bear with us.
He's there with me, brothers. Again, going back to the time, TB is in your face. You know, so I got a few articles here, you know, before I jump into this thing, you know, and Yahweh, you brothers and you few sisters will be edified by this lesson. You got anything, Quanawar?
No, I mean y'all made it, plain, right? Going back to that, that word meaning to me made it easily understandable, man. Right? Crystal clear. Right? It's completely unavoidable that you're gonna understand that this is what the mark of the beast is, man. You know? So as the scriptures continue to go out, as brothers continue to make lessons, it's easier and easier for people to grasp this, man. You even see Christians out here with the understanding of what the mark of the beast is, right? Now they don't have full understanding, but they know that it's attached to this implantable device, man.
Yeah. I uploaded a lesson. I want to say months ago. You know, showing a child. You know, telling you what the M.O.T.B.
Yeah, it's even on that show Black Mirror, which when you watch that show on Netflix, you know, it pretty much goes into the whole infrastructure of the M.O.T, and they actually have an episode, you know, where they show you. It's called Archangel, and pretty much in that episode, which you're going to start seeing that being pushed more and more, to where you had this woman, you know, through because of her fear of, you know, how her daughter was pretty much going to, you know, be affected by the world. So she put a C-hip inside of her daughter, and pretty much through the lens of that chip, she could pretty much watch, you know, what she sees on her day-to-day life, man. She could kind of control what she could see, you know, things that she didn't want her to know about or see, she could blur out, you know. And this is just the lying wonders that Esau is going to start coming with, man, because as brothers have been doing videos, articles have been coming out, you know, as many different things that Esau is, you know, many different angles that Esau is using to try to, you know, persuade the people to get ready to accept this chip. You got Elon Musk with his Neuralink promising the people that, you know, like you got, for example, he said the people that C-hipped up, that they're going to be, you know, like better gamers than these professional gamers out here, man. So, you know, these people that's in that type of field, they're going to, you know, run to that, man, you know, and you know, all the different type of line wars, which we're going to get into. But, you know, these are just examples to show, all right, how we are here, you know.
That's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a few of these articles here, man. Right? It's in your face, Jake. Let me see here. Salakia, brothers. And the first article I'm gonna start off is this one here. Let me know if the audio is good, brothers and sisters. Let me see. Let's go ahead and grab this.
This is Megan. Hey there, Megan. Hey. She's about to be one of the world's newest grinders, people who biohack their bodies with implants for extra human abilities. So, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, let's do this.
And Seattle biohacking pioneer Emil Grafstra is the man with the steady hands implanting this.
Oh, there it goes.
A chip for radio frequency identification, or RFID.
Deep breath in. That's it.
I have a belief that most things in life are improvable, and that it's our responsibility to act on that improvement.
This is one thing you could do. Keyless home entry. Emil, he's been biohacking himself the past 10 years. He shows off scars from past experiments. Today,
did it freeze, brother?
Yeah, it froze.
Okay.
Try to play it now. But yeah,
okay. Come on. And Shalaki again, brothers and sisters.
He's got 2 RFID chips you can see through his skin.
When you do that, you can actually see it quite well.
And as founder of Dangerous Things, he sells do-it-yourself hacker kits. He sold a few thousand, he says, with interest from the US to Sweden and Japan, and thinks big name tech has bought samples to learn from.
Samsung, Google, Apple. I'm sure there's a lot of skunkworks programs in these companies that are looking at implantable devices like this.
So as you see, going back, Shalaki. So as you see, you know, this technology But as you see, this technology is already out there, man. This isn't something that's, made up, so don't listen to these other reprobate Israelite groups, right? Tell you other things, man, that the M.O.T.B is, worshiping a fake white man, Jesus. You see, we're showing you exactly what the M.O.T.B is, man. And that's people getting this implantable C-hip under the skin. You see? And I got another article, if I can play, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into some scriptures. Let me see. I got another one I would like to play for you brothers and few sisters. So again, please bear with us. So you brothers and you few sisters should be, familiar with seeing this here.
Hello. How are you guys? Good, you okay? Not bad. 77 pound 3 pence, yeah? Yes, that's right, yes.
You see that? Referring to the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16, man. You see? Let's let it play some more here. And I'm going to and we can go ahead and jump to some scriptures.
Okay. Doesn't work? Oh, there we go. How do you do it? Magic. Huh?
Magic my ass.
Yeah,
right?
witchcraft.
Yeah. So that guy there, he pretty much used the used this C-hip, man, right, to pretty much make a purchase, man. You see? So again, Jake, right, the M.O.T.B is in your face. And if you can't see it, then it is what it is. Right? You brothers had anything, or I was gonna go ahead and jump right in there.
Squad, you go ahead. You got something? I'm looking for it.
Come on.
I was just gonna grab that Revelation.
Yeah. Come on, you can go. Yeah.
Real quick before you go there, let me get this real. So this is Romans 11 and verse 7. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, excuse me, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Because hey, this truth is the thing that Israel was out here seeking for, man. Okay, the complete understanding of what these scriptures are talking about, and hey, the election have obtained it. We have the true understanding of what the prophecies did tell. And it says, but the rest were blinded, because one of the major mysteries that we have been given is the M.O.T.B. What is Revelation 13 and 16 talking about, man? All right, and as we're going to get into, okay, this is one of the things that we're commanded to make plain upon tables, all right, so that you sincere believers out there, that you understand and are being warned about not to do this. Because if you go ahead and be beguiled by this devil to take this damn chip, man, you will meet yourself a grievous end, man. Okay? It says, according as it is written, Yahweh Shem Yahushua have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back all way. Because, like the bar had made mention, you got a lot of these Israelite camps out here claiming to be prophets and teachers, but when it comes down to breakdowns such as the RFID chip, which is the M.O.T.B, you still got camps out here playing with that breakdown, man. All right, they'll sit there and say that the M.O.T.B is everything but what it truly is, which is, as we're proving in this lesson, that is the RFID chip, man. Okay, Christianity, the white woman, an embargo, whatever all these stupid breakdowns these people come up with, they're blinded. All right, the Most High did not allow them to receive the true understanding of what that breakdown is, man. This is why there's a lot of stumbling and fumbling over that. But to the believers, it's made plain, and even to these average people out here, man. All right, more and more you're hearing more people speak about how Revelation 13:16 is that. All right, you just recently had that woman Jaguar Wright. She was speaking on it. It's a country singer, made a whole song and video about it. You know, a lot of these so-called, Edom, I say so-called Edomite, Bible Belt, people, because a lot of them Bible Belt, Christians, a lot of them is Jake, man. They just look like Edomites, man. But they're speaking out against it. They know. All right. So everybody, is beginning to see it, but these stupid ass niggas out here, man.
Yeah. That's right. And that's why scriptures say, if the blind lead the blind, then both shall fall into a ditch. So when you listen to these groups, like ISUPK and all these other Israelite groups that's breaking down this prophecy wrong, right? And you got people out there that's in the congregation listening to them, thinking that they're deep men of the Lord, right? They eventually are going to fall into a ditch. You see that with you brothers and you few sisters that are out there. If the Spirit of the Lord is supping with you, you can see right through the madness, man. You see, because Yahweh Rathazah, we are part of that number, man. But as you see, scriptures say evil men and seducers, they shall wax worse and worse day by day. IURC done changed up the breakdown. I don't know how many times now, man. But
Hey, yeah, speaking on them niggas, man, we got the infamous clip years ago, Nate talking about it's June, ain't no microchip, and shit, that's all we see is microchips, man.
Exactly.
Hey, matter of fact, the bar, can you put that book in the screen that you got?
Yeah.
You got it with you?
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody is getting hit because this is the direction that everything is going, man. Biometric technology, man. Which biometric pretty much means under the skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. So you better wake up, Jake. It's in your face. You see that? You got anything, Quanawall? Okay.
I'll grab that. You want me to start in verse 11?
Yes, sir. You can start at verse 11. Okay. We'll just go through.
It's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11. It reads, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
And that other beast is going back to the modern day Roman Empire, man, which is America. You see that? And those two horns are going back to the patricians and the plebeians, or the Democrats.
Yep, and the Republicans.
Exactly. Verse 12. "And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him."
And that first beast, Shlaka, and that first beast is the ancient Roman Empire, man. You got it, Cornwall. Shlaka.
"And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed."
That's right.
Yeah, if I can add to what the bar said, because when you look at the way America is being run, you can tell this is Rome 2.0, man, because the very same way that Rome was ruling, we see America. Okay, like you mentioned, the plebeian, the patricians. All right, we see that today, modern day time, with the Republicans and Democrats. All right, the reason we have the Senate, the presidencies and all that, that's the same Roman structure they did back then. You had the amphitheater back then. They have the modern day Coliseum now, which is your sports arenas, the gladiators. You have your modern day gladiators, which is just your athletes. It's a mirror T, man. The way they use their money, the military power, it's the same way Rome did, man.
Yeah, that's right. You got it, brother.
Okay. Verse 13. "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven
and those
earth."
And those great wonders are going back to his technology today, right? Also his military might that he has. So just like back then, he's exercising the same things today. Going back to what Priest just said, showing you that this is Rome 2.0. And if you can't see that, then you got it, Priest.
Yeah, could just add them to you, because those great wonders that they're showing, okay, with this M.O.T.B technology, they're doing left hand miracles, but showing you like this is some good things. So, hey, they're quote unquote healing, paraplegics. So people, who no longer have the ability to walk, all right, move limbs. They're putting that technology inside of them. They're able to pretty much, walk again. You know, you have certain brain chips where it allows them to speak again. You know, and like I said, they're trying to push forth this whole thing of making people have superhuman abilities. Like that first video you showed where he was telling that woman, like, look, we're going on to the next stage of humanity, which is being the biohacker thing. And biohacking is more of a promise of a new human, because that's really what they're doing, is reshaping people into their image, into the image that Esau wants, man, which is to be like cyborgs, man.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, Priest, could you grab was it 2 Thessalonians 2:10? I think in the NLT.
Kind of, I was getting there anyway, so I'll start at verse 8.
It pretty much. Got it.
But go ahead.
Got it.
You gonna say something else?
Oh no.
Oh no, I was saying you can start at 8 if you want to start.
Okay, kind. I'll read it in the King James and I'll go to the NLT. So this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8. It says, actually, I'm gonna start at 7. You can't never go too far up on this. So it says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. And the mystery of iniquity, all right, that's that's doing the work is Esau Edom. All right, he's the man of sin that's being revealed, man. Okay. It says, and he said, who only he who letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So the Most High is allowing this man to pretty much achieve these so-called wonders or miracles to beguile the unwanted, the undesirable of his people. Okay, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which Esau Edom is that wicked that's being revealed now, and the spirit of the Lord's mouth is who? The prophets, man. Okay, that's right. The Lord's mouthpiece. And as we're going in and breaking these scriptures down, like how we're doing right now with the M.O.T.B breakdown, all right, Esau was being revealed, and that was one of the major powers that he had, all right, prior to this truth, blowing up like it did, because a deceit, trickery, and deception, the lies and all that, that was how he was able to get into power, man. But we can see that he's going down now because all things are being revealed, man. That's right. It says that he shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming, because when Yahweh Shah returns with the host of heaven, man, like, they're going to zap this place, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them, that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And this is pretty much, what we're going into now, man. Because this technology that Esau is coming with, the so-called science, which is not really science, is actually pseudoscience or witchcraft. Okay, this is from Satan. All right, this is left-hand witchcraft that he is using to beguile you to think that this is the new technological advancement. All right, but when you go into it, this science is really witchcraft, man. Okay, right. And it's fooling you people out here. All right, because those that don't understand what prophecy entails are being guided into this, new way of life, thinking that this is the new stage that we're entering into. When, like I said, it's a trap on you at the end of the day, man. All right, and all those that's going to be taken is all those that the Lord rejected, man. All right, as it's going to say in verse 11, I'll go back to the NLT. It says, and for this cause, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. And that's what is going to happen to a lot of these people. They're going to go, with the illusion that Esau has set forth, and be beguiled into taking that charagma and be destroyed, man. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to verse 9 in the NLT. So 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, the NLT, it says, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles.
Mm-hmm. Right. So going back to those great wonders, right? Yeah. These are, like you may mention, priest, they're gonna present it as this cure-all, this ultimate salvation. Yeah. So it's gonna be able to fix your financial woes. It's gonna be able to fix your whatever security that you might lack. Right? Mm-hmm. They run these fear tactics, just like the breach of the social security numbers. Right? That's just something to get people's minds into, wanting more and more protection, from this system, which is going to come via this device, right? So this is just another counterfeit sign, wonder, miracle, right? People getting their legs back, people getting their sight back, people getting, even allowing you access to food, right, or be able to continue in society, right? That's going to be looked at as a miracle, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, I was talking to this girl at work the other week, and she was telling me how her ex, this dude had a hearing aid. I forgot what it was called, but it's like when they drill a hole in your head,
Yeah.
and they run the joint through his brain, and so it's like a permanent hearing aid. I forgot what it was called though, but pretty much that shows you that's part of that, man.
Yeah. Yep. And if you notice, these devils here, they're doing, they're trying to make it seem like it's a cool thing.
Exactly.
Like it's the next fad. Again, going back to Chip Girl, making her popular and all of that. But going back to what Priest said, this is all witchcraft, man. You see, so again, it's right in your face, man. And if you are crazy enough, right, to receive this thing and take it, man, then you're definitely going to be destroyed, man.
Yeah. I had a real quick precept before I go back to that.
You got
it. Because like we're harping on, Esau is coming to you with the guise of this being, scientific wonders. Mm-hmm. But as we know, this is bullshit. It's witchcraft, man. It's wicked. This is First Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called. And when you go into that, it literally means a pseudo, because this is not real science, man. Because science really goes back to truth, man. Okay, because when you know for 100% fact that true science, when you go back to it, in the earlier days of America, scientists would literally use the Bible to authenticate their scientific discoveries, man. Yeah. Hey, these scientists of today, they're nothing more than witches and warlocks, man. And so they'll present you with the illusion of science, but like we said, it's left hand technology, man. All right, it's a means to pretty much trick you. All right, so as we're gonna go back and read this in 2 Thessalonians 2:10 in the NLT, just exactly what DeBar had just said. It says he will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah. You got it, brother.
I was just going to say, Esau's got a deep bag of tricks, man. Right? So he's going to use everything, everything you love, everything everything that you've grown accustomed to, convenience-wise, right? All these things are going to be what he uses to push you and tempt you to take this device, man. Right? That's why it's called the hour of temptation, because he's going to make it almost impossible to deny.
Yeah. Right? Because when you see how he's been doing it, it's been a gradual, indoctrination to get you to pretty much, go along with this. Because just giving the example of these iPhones, all right, for those that have the iPhone. So back, years ago, the iPhone had the home button, the little circle on the screen that you would hit to unlock your phone. And so over time, they eventually got it to where you had the security thing to where you could put your fingerprint in, and it would scan your fingerprint to unlock your phone. And then it went from the fingerprint scan to the retina scan, to where you would put your face into the phone, and it will unlock the phone with your facial scan. All right. These are means of gradually conditioning you to go into the biotechnology, because as we're seeing with the money's going digital. All right. They're introducing smart technology, man. It's all getting around the use of what they deem as convenience, but it's really not convenience. It's indoctrination of making you lazy and reliant on technology, man. All right. And this is one of the means of the devil that he's using to trick these people into thinking that this is the new innovative way to go. Because as things become more so-called smart, which is really making you dumber, all right, it's all going to be centered around to where you have no choice but to get that charagma to be able to continue to use these things, man. All right, you have the smart homes, the smart fridges. Okay, you have the Ring cameras. You have the smart cars. These different things. it's gonna get to a point to where if you ain't got a chip, you can't use these things anymore, man. So this is the step that we're waiting for them to get to, man. So as well as with the money, this is why the money's going digital, man.
That's right. And since you mentioned that, priest, I got a quick article that I would like to grab real quick. Let me see here. That's the spirit there. Let me see. All right. Just like how the priest mentioned, everything is going digital, man.
Did you know that only about 8% of the world's currency is in physical cash form? That's right. The vast majority of our money is digital. And with the rise of mobile banking and online payments, it's easier than ever to manage our money without ever touching a physical bill. In fact, many people now use their smartphones to make payments and transfer money.
And didn't the priest just say that? You see that? The priest just said that, man. Right? So everything now is going digital, you know, and if you don't have these, or if you don't have this C-hip in the days to come, right, pretty much, certain brothers are going to be ostracized from society. You see? So again, it's getting down to the wire, Jake. I'm gonna let it play. Yep, you got it.
I want to say real quick, because what it just said about, everything pretty much is moving towards, making the payments through the phones now. Cash is becoming obsolete. Okay,
that's right.
People are growing out of being accustomed to using cash to the point to where them carrying paper money is becoming obsolete, man. Nobody really likes to do that anymore because it's becoming a burden. Because with you having a physical wallet on you now, nobody likes carrying those. All right, and then when the whole pandemic happened with the C-vid, all right, they were telling you all these stupid ass stories talking about how the virus was on the paper money, so that's one of the reasons why they're going digital, because that's a means of spreading the virus and all this madness, man. But this is all, like we said, gradual conditioning to make these people more susceptible to accept this stuff, man.
Yep. That's right. I'm gonna play it back. Slakia.
And with the advent,
let's play it back.
Did you know that only about 8% of the world's currency is in physical cash form? That's right. The vast majority of our money is digital. And with the rise of mobile banking and online payments, it's easier than ever to manage our money without ever touching a physical bill. In fact, many people now use their smartphones to make payments and transfer money. And with the advent of digital wallets, we can even store our money digitally and use it to make purchases anywhere in the world. So the next time you're making a payment, think about the incredible technology that makes it possible. And remember, whether it's physical cash or digital currency, money is an essential part of our lives.
Yeah. So you pretty much heard what he said, man. Now we're at the point where it's only 8%, of the currency that's being, that's out there, man. You see that? Because everything is going digital, Jake. Right? Mm-hmm. Going back to the title of the lesson, the M.O.T.B is in your face. They setting up, 15-minute smart cities and all of that, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Why do you think that they're doing all of this, Jake? So again, don't listen to these reprobate Hebrew Israelites, break down the scriptures completely wrong. They have no idea of what the hell is going on, man. Right? And they see what's going on, but because they're paid off, right, they only can say but so much, man. You see, to continue to get that bag. See, but over here at Great Millstone, we're the prophets, man, starting with our held apostles to heart and the men on down. And we're telling you, we're making it plain upon tables like our priest brought out earlier, man, the book of Habakkuk. This thing here is made so plain, Let me see here. You got it, brother.
I was just going to jump back. This is Revelation 13:13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven, on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Yeah, because that's him pretty much starting to establish himself as God, man. All right, him being able to call fire down from heaven. That was whenever he created the atomic bomb. And then you had the atomic or hydrogen first? I forgot which one was first.
I think it was the hydrogen.
I think it was the hydrogen first, then the atomic. Now we're on ICBMs. All right. Mm-hmm. So that power was pretty much him, established himself as the top, the top predator on the planet, man. All right. Yeah. because before, you know, he did that, nobody had the ability to do that. So Esau was feared. All right, and then with him establishing this new world order system, that's just further cementing himself as God on the earth, man.
Right.
That's right.
Continuing on, it says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, priest, right? When they dropped those bombs, it was pretty much a solidification of who the world power is dealing through, man.
Yeah.
Right. So now that image of the beast, me and the brother Atazwan went to that word for image, is pretty much talking about a reflection or a copy, you know, of something, you know. So they want the world to be a reflection of the former Roman Empire, man. You know, so now they're pushing all the nations in the earth, as the scriptures say, that they spread themselves as a green bay tree, right? They're pushing the globe to accept that image, man.
Yeah, that's right. Going into that new world order, man. As a matter of fact, when you look on the back of the dollar bill, it says it back there, man. What's that? Novo Ordo Seclorum. You know, going back to the new world order. So this is what they're trying to set up, Jake. You know, you got to open up your eyes and see this thing here, man. You see that? And again, you know, I keep saying it. We're making it plain as hell. You know?
Yeah, to those that have eyes, they say, blessed are your eyes for they see, blessed are your ears for you hear. Because everybody don't got the spiritual eyes and ears to be able to understand what's going on, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Real quick, since I made quote of it, it's the word for image in the Adam Online Dictionary. It says, from the Latin imaginum, to copy, imitation, likeness. It also says to copy the idea or appearance of, right? So that's what you see is the copying of the appearance of the ideas, right? The philosophies that were attached to the former Roman Empire into this current reiteration, man, this rebirth of the Roman Empire. So that image is being pushed across the globe, man. And as we'll continue on, you have to be accepting of that image, of those ideas, right, of those philosophies in order to continue on in society, man. And taking that device is cementing, right, your acceptance.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you receive this, you know, this C hip, you know, there's no salvation for you, man. All right. You know, now all Israel is going to be saved, but on this side here, you're going to be destroyed with fire, right? And intense laser beams of the chariots.
Right. And
you see,
got groups,
you got
groups saying, you know, you can repent from taking the M.O.T.B. or you can take it out. But in taking it was you bowing the knee to the image of the beast, man. Right. Yeah. That was your lack of faith being shown. You know, so there's no turning back from that.
And also too, because when you go back into the Roman Empire, all right, when they pretty much what they would do with their slaves is they would, you know, implant a mark on them, you know, to show their servitude as what, you know, they're doing with this. Because what you said, Quantum Wall, this is what they're doing to establish their ownership over the world, man. All right, and the boy, I'll go ahead and get this for you since bro said that. It's Deuteronomy 15 and 16. I'm gonna read it in the NLT, so it's easier to get. So it says, "But suppose your servant says," now mind you, this is the law that we have amongst our people. All right. So it says, "But suppose your servant says, I will not leave you, because he loves you and your family, and he has done well with you. In that case, take the oil and pass it through his earlobe into the door. After that, he will be your servant for life, and do the same for your female servants."
That's right. And pretty much that's how we did, man. Back then, we would take a oil and stick it in our ears, man. You know, and again, you know, this was the law that we had back then, you know, but now, right, this heathen here, right, he's pretty much trying to get you to submit to him, because if you receive this C hip, right, this digital oil, you know, you're pretty much telling the Most High that you belong to Satan, man. And again, there is a reward for that. You got it, priest.
Yeah, because what you're doing by doing that, because what this law was going into, where you had, all right, so if an Israelite was a servant to another Israelite, okay, and he wanted to, stay with that, stay with his master, for lack of better words, like you say, he would get that oil put in his ear, and that would, show his servitude for life to that man. So what Esau was trying to do on the left hand side is get you to submit and tell the Lord that you're his property, you're his slave, man, for life, because we're slaves to you. How about Shemal Shah on the
That's
right hand? When people hear that word, they think it's an automatic bad thing. But look, you're a servant to somebody, man. Okay, and scripture say, hey, if you're not serving the Lord, you're serving Satan. So our master is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So we already have the mark in us, Lord willing, of the elect, which is the Wah, as it says in Ezekiel 9:4. All right, but if you take that physical mark, which is the Charagma, you're telling the Most High that you don't belong to him anymore. You belong to that devil, because what he has been doing over the years. Okay, we had started with this juice. All right, this juice was changing your genetic makeup to prime your body to get ready for that Charagma, man. So when you get that Charagma, pretty much you have become a new person. You're no longer a human, because when you go into it, all of us, all right, our genetic makeup literally has the Lord's essence written in us. All right, when they actually broke down the D to the N to the A strand, Yahweh's name is in there. Okay, so what Esau has strategically done, starting with this juice, is he's began to change your genetic makeup over the period of time. This is why he kept having you go back getting them boosters. All right, so by the time that you people take that damn Charagma, you're a whole new image, because, as they say, when you got that juice, you're a patent. You're no longer you're no longer a human. You're a new creation under Esau Edom, man. All right, so that Charagma is going to be that stamp to prove to you that you no longer belong to the Lord. You belong to Esau, man.
Yeah, that's right. And if I may say, to this gentleman here, no, that was not the case at all, man. Again, this is why it's important, right, to just listen, man. We're showing you exactly what the M.O.T.B is.
Right.
That thing there was just just to condition you to receive the M.O.T.B.
It's a primer.
Yeah, that's right. You got it, Quanawar.
Okay. So going back, Revelation 13 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
That's right. And the image of the beast is going back to what? The ancient Roman Empire, man. You see? You got it, brother.
Right. And you go into that word for killed, it means to deprive of life, right? And when you deprive of somebody, you're holding it back from them. So your livelihood, right, your connection to society is going to be removed from you, for refusing this mark, man.
That's right.
For refusing to bow the knee to this system, right? For refusing to commit your allegiance, right, over into Esau Edom, man.
That's right. Again, some of you brothers, because you don't receive this thing, you will be ostracized out there, man. Not have access to certain necessities, man. But it's okay, because this is why you're supposed to trust in Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai. This is what we've been telling you, brothers and few sisters that are out there, man, to put your trust in the Lord and to not put your trust in man. Scriptures tell you, cursed be the man that trusts in man. So you're supposed to trust in the Lord, man.
Okay. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That's right. And you go into that word mark, if I may, brothers, let's just go ahead and pull it up. Let me see here. Let's just go ahead and pull it up. Jump down here to verse what's that verse 16? Yep. Yep. Let's grab the word mark, and then we're also going to grab the root word.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma.
Charagma, right? And I'm gonna say something here, right? These other reprobate Israelite groups. This is only a click away, you know, and all they got to do is just tell you what this word mark means. You see? And it says mark, graven. It says a stamp, imprinted mark. You see that? What the hell is an imprinted mark? It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Mashiach. You see that? So again, right, going back to what we were saying earlier, you know, if you receive this thing, you know, I'm gonna grab the root word too, but if you receive this thing, right, you're pretty much telling the Most High that you belong, right, unto Esau Edom, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty much giving yourself over to the devil.
Right.
You know? And I want to grab the word, I want to grab the root word there, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. And I got a few more things. So bear with us, brothers and sisters. And again, shalom to all you brothers and few sisters on the comment board.
Strong's G 5482.
Charax.
Charax.
And it says a pale or stake, a palisade. You see that? And you know what priest brought out earlier, right? In the book of Deuteronomy, right? They use the instrument to drive through your ear, man. And as a matter of fact, that same instrument today, I had it. I don't know what the heck it is now, but that same instrument today, right? I'll use the word needle that they want to put under your skin.
Yeah.
You see that? So they can track you individuals, man. So again, we're breaking this thing down the best way that we can, man. You know, within truth, righteousness, and sincerity. You know, very, very simple, very easy. And again, like our priest say, blessed are your eyes if you see this thing, man. You know, because as you see a lot of people out there, they're not blessed. And even, you know, so-called men of the Lord, you know, breaking down the scriptures completely wrong. You see, and ultimately there's a reward for that because they're added to and taken away from the scriptures, man. As a matter of fact, scripture talk about how they fillet the skin, you know, off of our people, man, causing our people to go right back to sleep and be dead, man, spiritually.
Right.
You know, so you got to wake the hell up, Jake. We putting it right there, man. You know.
And also, key point as well, when you go into that word causeth, I believe it means to mandate. I want to say, if you look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I can pull it up, priest.
Yeah, whoever get the quick.
Yeah, I got it. You said causeth?
Con.
Yes, sir. Let me see here. Slakia. He causeth, and it's right here.
Strong's G 4160. Poieo.
It says, do, make, bring forth, commit, cause, work, shew, bear, keep, fulfill, dear, perform. Let me see here.
Jump down to G.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. It says, please forgive me. You said G? Okay. Bear with me, brothers. I don't see G unless my eyes, Jake's eyes is getting bad. So bear with me, brothers and sisters.
I got you right here.
Okay.
It says
my eyes are bad, brothers. Like it.
You good, all
right. It says to make, i.e., render one anything, to make, constitute, or appoint one anything.
Yeah.
Constitute. So to put it on the books, to put it in law, man, which this thing has been done. Okay. Going back to your precious Obama, when he was in office under his Obamacare, that was something that was brought up a lot because that was issued in his Obamacare. You know, they used to have it to where you could actually look through it, and it was shown on there. They had the M.O.T.B written in that, okay, to where they was going to microchip people, and then for these stupid ass Democrats, all right, that voted Joe Bugout Biden in, all right, years ago when he was still a senator. He was pretty much speaking on how Congress is going to have to rule on that at some point in time, and just so happened when he got into office, I believe this was last year, he actually mandated a bill to where the CBDCs are pretty much, going to be the new form of currency, man. You have the Biden bucks, I believe that's what they called it, the Chip Act. All right, to where this is where this is headed. Okay, which is why not Israel, the U.S. has heavy ties with Taiwan because Taiwan is a major producer for microchips. All right, and so what is going on, with this situation is how Esau is pretty much making it to where this chip, all right, is slowly being pushed to the forefront, and just like the juice, okay, they're trying to make it friendly, all right now to where it's an option, but it's going to get to a point to where that's going to be mandated for you to want to be able to participate in the society going forward. Now, when you get this in the biblical commentary, it says he causes all to receive a mark under the government of the beast and his associate. All right, so like we said, we broke down what the beast is. Okay, the image of the Roman Empire, which America and the New World Order is bringing to the earth. All right,
That's right.
it says all will be given a mark. Without the mark, one will not be able to participate in the economy. No one may buy or sell except he who has the mark. All right, and so this is why, as the bar put that video up about how pretty much it's only a little bit of. If I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Bear with me. I don't want to misquote it. Only 8% of the world's economy is physical money. Remaining 92% exist in digital form. That's by design because 100% is going to be in digital form very soon. This is why you're seeing everybody going digital. You're having the whole thing with the BRICS, all right? Even though they're opposing America, but you see, even they're going digital. Russia, they're digital. China, digital. Everybody's going digital because they're all playing for the same team, all right?
Exactly.
So, as it's saying, if you don't take that charagma, all right, you're going to be exiled from society because there's a quote I always bring out. I forgot the dude's name, but pretty much he said that in order for you to take part in the new system, you're going to have to take a Luciferian oath, all right, to pledge to be down for the new system, which that Luciferian oath is taking that charagma, man, taking that chip, okay? And that way you'll be able to participate in the new world, all right? So this is where we're coming with this, man. All right. This is why this is one of the major prophecies that all Israelites that call themselves prophets should be speaking about, man. Okay, because this is the catalyst that's going to bring on, all right, the rest of the events that we're waiting on, man. Okay, because we're seeing World War III being brewed. We're seeing, pretty much, all the tension in the earth, but everything is relying on that mark of the beast to be mandated. And everything after that is just going to flow. Okay, World War III is not going to pop until the mark of the beast is implemented. But Esau was doing this to bottleneck the people to where you have no choice but to bow to him, which is why he's bringing in the famine. All right, he's bringing in this pestilences. He's doing all these things to pretty much make it to where you have no choice but to bow, man. All right.
Yeah. If I add to your priest, just real quick, this article from last year. It says worldwide digital IDs will soon be mandatory in order to participate in society. So them connecting it to the social credit system, them connecting it to the economy, them connecting it to your personal identification, right?
Yeah.
That's why they're bringing out these different pestilences. That's why they're crashing the economy in the manner that they are. Because it's a controlled crash. They're not just let the whole thing fall to pieces, overnight. Right, they're allowing these things to take place slowly, right, so they can control, the rollout of this device, man. And then you see what's going on with the migrant status, right, and the different events that are taking place in regards to them, right. So people are going to need, right, identification at all times, right. So now that device is going to be, you're the one-stop shop, right, for the new world order, man.
Yeah, so like you said, it's going to be your wallet, your medical information, your personal identification, all manners of knowing who you are is all going to be on that chip, man. This is why during the pandemic you heard Gates of Hell talking about, we need a verification so people we know who everybody is, man. because this is where it's coming to, because it's all about total control, man. They want ownership over the world, because who the elites deem the goyim or cattle, which is the average everyday people. They just like you see with farmers today. They'll put the oil in the farm in the cow's ear. All right, the cow, they're having the little things hanging from their ear. This is what they want to do to the people, but put that inside of you to show that, look, y'all belong to me. Okay, so I got two precepts. This is Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed," because hey, this mandating of this charagma is an unrighteous decree, because this is an active sin against the Lord. If you take that charagma, you are sinning against your power, man. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. That chip is the new modern day idol. Okay.
Yeah.
It says that right grievous which they have prescribed, because hey, this has been on the books going all the way back to like the late 1900 going into the 2000s, man. Okay, because this thing has been talked about for years. All right, because back then I'm pretty sure y'all brothers remember a bear chip, because people have been walking around with chips inside of them for a long time now. It's never been publicized like it is now, man. Okay, because they was talking about chipping your animals. I remember I was in the gym last week, and they were saying it was National Chip Your Pet Day. Okay, and so they're talking about chipping the animals, then they're talking about chipping the babies. Which is why I quoted that Black Mirror episode. But it's gonna get to the point to where they're putting that in your children, so that you at all times you can know where they're at. Because like you mentioned, the migrant situation, there's been a lot of uptick of kidnapping. All right, so you want to know where your children is, man. Put that charagma inside of them, right?
That's right.
Verse 2, it says to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Because at the end of the day, this is being made a snare unto our people, okay, to make you sin against your power, man. Because what they're doing is they're bottlenecking you and taking away your God-given rights. And the only way that you can pretty much, have a way to move around is if you, submit to them, man. Okay, because going back to that commentary, it's a little bit more here. It speaks about definition 1. It says, since the ancient Greek word for mark, charagma, isn't generally applied to people, some may have taken this as a symbolic mark, which it's a physical mark. It says, but a literal mark needed to buy or sell is certainly conceivable and practical, because that's what's being pushed. That's what's on the mark, on the books. You're seeing it all over your TV now. Dr. Oz had it on his show a couple of years ago. All right, you're seeing it all over social media, and then the bar at one point was doing a series where he was showing you all these different videos that they were speaking on that, man. Okay, so it's ample evidence to show you that this is no longer a theory. This is actually happening, man. All right. Yeah. It says the technology to give people a mark that enables them to buy and sell on the electronic economy is available. You can buy a chip. Hey, the brother that showed us at camp, he has the needle and the actual microchip. Okay, to show you that this is not no made up bullshit. This is a real fucking thing, man. That is in your lifetime. That will be mandated, man.
That's right.
All right. I'm gonna read that again. It says the technology to give people a mark that enables them to buy and sell in the electronic economy is available. There are many different ways it could happen, and such programs are purposed and tested constantly. See there? That's the palisade the brother was talking about earlier, man.
That's right.
All right. So this is some real shit, man.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. And the last precept, just to show you that this man's the devil, man. All right. So this is Sirach 34 and 21. It says, the bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood, because hey, the Lord has gifted us with everything that we need from the earth. But this man is literally taking and storing everything unto himself. And the only way you will have access to these things in his new world is if you bow your knee to him, man. You submit yourself to him. Okay, so this man is he's killing the whole world by holding everything to himself, man. Exactly. He that taketh away his neighbor's living, slayeth him. And he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a bloodshedder. And this is the reason why the scriptures describe Esau, eating the so-called white man, as the devil, all right, the wicked. Because he's literally bottlenecking the whole world to try to put himself up to be a god when you're not. You're a man. All right, and you're the basis of men at that, man. Okay,
That's right.
Y'all both got it.
That's right. You know, so again, I must remind you, Jake. All right, this thing here is in your face. You see that? And I want to show just a quick clip here, because Priest actually mentioned this earlier, and I actually found it. And bear with me, brothers and sisters. Let me see here. This is the clip that the Priest was talking about with Joe Biden. You know, I guess, you know, bug out Biden, you know, even said it, man. Let me see here.
And we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, man. And you think it's coincidence this man got in the president's office, man? Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's right there in your face. And I want to say there was a thing that I was watching when even Kamala Harris even mentioned, you know, how she was promoting what do you call them? They called micro transmitters, man. Right. And I did a small Google search, and guess what the hell it went back to? Right, RFID micro C hips, man.
Right.
So,
right.
So again, man, these are the times that we're in. You know, if you ask me, it don't matter who's in the office, no matter if it's Kamala or Trump, right? You know, this prophecy here is going to be fulfilled in your lifetime, Jake.
Same team, bro. Also, you have overseas. All right, for the ones that think that's different too, you have the I believe it's called the NFC chip. Same thing as well.
Yeah. You know, so it's out there, Jake. You know, and again, you know, blessed are you, brothers. Matter of fact, can I read a quick precept off the comment board?
You got it.
Let me see here. This is the brother. Faithful 144, hopeful elect. And he has St. Matthew 13:16, and it reads, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." You see that? So you brothers out there, man, blessed are your eyes and your ears, because as you see, you know, a lot of people, they don't know what the hell is going on, man. Not at all, you know, but you see it, you know. And you got it, Quantum Wolf, if you want to jump back, brother.
Okay. So back in Revelation 13 and verse 16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads."
That's not talking about no damn CJ Borgia, man. Serapis Christos. Right? We're showing you exactly what the hell it is. Right? It's this. This is how you put the mark in somebody, man.
Right. It's not sin. It's not white women. Right.
Like it's not sleep on no damn banana pill.
Right.
It's not drinking Monster energy drinks or none of that shit, man.
Right.
We're showing you exactly what it is, Jake. You see, and again, you know, us brothers, you know, we're laughing about it, but this thing here is deadly serious, man.
That's right.
You know, so if you get it, it's on you, because our hands are clean, referring to the book of what's that, Ezekiel.
I think it's 3 or 33, one of the two.
That's right. Chapter 3. You got it, Quantum Wolf.
God. Verse 17. "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name."
That's right. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell, you know. And again, we done went into the articles showing you brothers and you few sisters out there, right? That you got people out there making purchases with these things, man. See? You got it.
Verse 18. "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, and his number is 666."
That's right. And you got it, Priest. If you want to speak.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
You can read it again, Quantum Wolf, because as you see, when you read that matter of fact, you got it, brother.
We got Revelation 13:18. "Here is wisdom."
You got to have wisdom to know what the hell is going on, man. A lot of people out here don't have wisdom. They're very stupid, sottish. You got it, man.
Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That's right. And when you go into that, right, if I may, let me see here, 666. And we're ready to land this plane, brothers and sisters. Let me see. When you go into chi psi stigma in Greek, right? It says chi value 600, right? And then you got psi, right, which is 60, and also stigma, which goes back to 6. You see that? Meaning what? 666, man. You know, you got to understand these things, man. And also, I want to grab this too. This is the guy. He's the inventor of the Universal Product Code, or also known as the UPC. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says right here, I got it highlighted. It says the Universal Product Code has bit patterns at the beginning, middle, and end of the barcode. And you brothers and few sisters should be familiar, right, with what the hell a barcode looks like. All right, it's practically on everything that you have to buy. It says, and they're called guard bars, and these have been interpreted as the digits 666. You see that? So
right. If I can add to you, bro, bring it back up.
Yes, sir. I got it right here.
Because with that UPC, 666 is actually embedded in that UPC code. So that's what they want to put inside you, and whether it's going to be in your forehead or in your hand or in your left butt cheek, whatever the fuck, wherever you put it in your body, bro. That's what that's going to be, because that's you're going to be made into property, man. Yeah. Because that's why when you look at everything here, it has a UPC code. It's a product, man. All right, Universal UPC. What's again, Salaki?
Universal Product Code. You were right.
Yeah. Universal Product Code. So you're gonna be property, man.
Yeah.
All right. So that's just showing you that, look, him that has wisdom, take heed, because when John the Revelator wrote that, he literally wrote that last verse in code, so that the ones that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear could peep that. Because when you broke down Shasta stigma, literally when you go into it, that word stigma, when you look at the Greek character, it actually looks like a snake, man. Okay, and dealing with that word charagma, because as you went into Karax, is that palisade. So charagma, it says. So this definition I'm reading from this a website, real good website concerning the M.O.T.B. is called ridingthebeast.com. So in this website, it's saying, dealing with that word charagma, it says the earliest use of the word charagma outside of the Bible describes the piercing bite of a snake. There's a disturbing connection between the piercing serpent Satan, the bite of the serpent charagma, and syringe injectable microchips. This verse brings to mind the serpent in Revelation 20:2, which gives power to the beast. All right. So like the brother was showing, that stigma literally looks like a serpent, man. All right. You got the coil, the X is an X, then a coil, then a serpent, man. All right. So the brother broke down. Chi is 600, Xi is 60, and stigma is 6. Okay, so 666, man. All right, showing that's the mark of the beast, man, the mark of man. All right.
Yeah.
Right. And if I may add,
you got it.
That's why you see the 666, all over Esau's branding, right? Yeah. You see it, in the WEF. You see it in the in Google. You see it in all different types of apps, right? You see the Chi Psi stigma, strewn throughout all different types of logos, man. Because when you go back to to brand something, right? That's to make that your property, man, right? To show people what your property is. So they want to put that brand inside of you, man.
Yeah,
and that's what this device is, man.
Because like I say, his symbolism is all throughout, his kingdom. You just look at look at Elon Musk, for example. All right. He took over Twitter. What did he name it? X. Okay. X is the symbol of chai. All right. And his symbol, his company Tesla. All right. You see the Xi symbol in it, man. Okay. So these things aren't done by coincidence, man. All right. These things are showing you where Esau Edom, how he's trying to establish himself as God on earth, man. All right.
That's right. That's right. You can let me see here. Because that you gotta
say if you go into that the law dealing with the cutting of the flesh, and then go into that word cut it too, because it's gonna circle back.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28, and it reads, Quanawar, can you grab the word cuttings or grab this word cutting in the blue letter, Papa Shaw? This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28, and it reads, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. You see that? So this is the law, right? Telling you, all you individuals out there, that's still getting tattoos, and all of that, and eventually you individuals, not you individuals, but, you got brothers and sisters out there, that are going to get this thing here, right, under their skin. They're pretty much putting a mark in their flesh. And this right here is against, right, the scriptures, man. So you shouldn't be getting marks or cuttings in your flesh. You see, now, again, there are brothers, and few sisters out there that may already have tattoos, but now you shouldn't be getting that stuff, man. Right? Because, again, you're putting these cuttings and marks in your flesh. But if you get this M.O.T.B under the skin, what did you do? You marked yourself, man. Right? And you should not be doing that. You got it, Quanawal.
This the word for cuttings. So Strong's H8296. It says incision, cut.
See?
Yeah.
An incision. What do you do when you get something? When you get an incision. Incision is a surgical cut made in the skin of flesh. And is that not what that palisade is doing? When you put that needle inside of you to get that chip injected inside of you, man.
That's right.
All right. So that's showing you that that's a clear violation of the law, man. All right. Yeah. So if you take that charagma, you're breaking the law. All right. You're sinning against the Lord, man.
Yeah. And you got those guys over there, the IURC, always talk about the law, but not even breaking down the scripture here the proper way, man. So eventually you're going to get this thing listening to them.
Right.
If
I may add too,
you got
that the Hebrew word is a sharat, and it says to incise, to cut, to engrave, right? So it's something going inside of you, man.
Yeah, that's right. Can one of you brothers grab the word prick in the online etymology, Baba Shaw? And I'm gonna go ahead and grab another article here, man, because as you see, we're showing you this thing here, man, right in your face. See that? I'm gonna go ahead and grab another article here, if I may. Let's grab this one. Let's see.
Biohacking is the activity where you undertake biological experiments, not in a lab, but in a makeshift way, with people that are willing to push the boundaries of experimentation, taking vitamins and noticing how that affects your body. Some of it would be taking nootropics or smart drugs and seeing how that affects your awareness and your focus in your daily life at work. You might even go a little further to implant microchips and NFC chips into your hand so you can control door mechanisms and unlock your computer.
Did you hear what the hell he said? Right, this is what the hell we've been going into all night, damn near, man. Right, there's people out here that are getting this technology under the skin. So this isn't something that's just what's the word? You brothers are making up. Hell no. Right, and this dude here is in Canada. You see, so it's all over, man. Right, but eventually they're gonna make this thing mandatory
worldwide.
Exactly.
A couple years ago in Sweden, they had a whole chipping party.
Yeah,
people were just getting poked up. All right, and then certain places in America, that's already been done like that too. You had Elder Yashawam did a video on it, I think last week, where you having behind the scenes companies that are making laws to where them trying to mandate that charagma for jobs to make that mandatory illegal. So this is how we know it. This is where we at, man. And you're gonna have a lot of people fighting against this as well. You're gonna have a lot of people going for it, but you're also gonna have resistance with it as well. That's why Esau Edom just can't mandate it right now. He has to continue to try to trick the people into getting it, man.
Right.
That's right. And I got the article pulled up, but can you grab the word prick on the analyze etymology corner wall?
Okay. It's the word for prick. In the etymology dictionary, it reads pointed object, something that punctures or stabs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what the hell does that? Let me show you. Let me see that. Let me see here. What does that? This. You see that? Going back to what? That palisade, man. You got it. Right. Is there any more?
If I may add too.
Yeah.
You know, John the Revelator used these analogies because, you know, he didn't know what needles were, right? Mm-hmm. Hypodermic needles and things of that nature were. Yeah, so he had to use, you know, what he could relate to what he saw in the visions, man. And he saw people being stabbed with a puncturing device. And that's what a palisade was.
That's right. I mean, because when you look at this thing, you take a closer look, it's a pointed object, you know, and what you do is you take a palisade and you stick it inside the ground. So John the Revelator, he was describing the best thing that he knew back then, man. Right? And it's going back to that needle. You see? So you brothers and you sisters out there got to understand that. You got it, Quanah Walsh. Shalaki, brother.
Just continuing on, it says a pricking as a bodily pain or torment, a sharp point, puncture, sticking or piercing.
Yeah, you know, so this is what they have to do to get under your skin, right? To put that implantable device in you, man. You know, so the evidence is overwhelming. The receipts are just overwhelming, man, at this point. You know, so again, all these guys and, these bug out Israelite groups that's saying something different than what the hell we're saying, they're not the true men of the Lord. You see that? And that's why we're telling you brothers out there to study, to show thyself approved and go into words, go into root words and all that, because all it do is take a click of a finger, man. You know, and there you go. You know, but you got to have that discernment, man. So if you still following these Israelite groups, then I don't know what to say, man. You know, at this point.
You quoted it earlier. If the blind lead the blind, both of them shall fall into a ditch, man. The Lord has you people under a strong delusion, like you read earlier, man. You're blinded. All right. So you can't get it, then that shows the Lord, he ain't fucking with you, man.
Yeah, that's right. And going back to what Priest said, they got whole chipping parties and shit happening out here, man. I'm gonna pull that up if I may, brothers. Let me see here. Here it is right here. We can go ahead and shut it down now.
At U.S. Bank, we think the best relationship should feel easy. From dating to getting more serious.
The most cutting-edge thing about Hannes Huerblad isn't the phone in his hand. It's the microchip actually in his hand. The tiny implant is the latest advance in a biohacking technology that is steadily becoming a part of normal life in Sweden.
We have created a new implant, which is not a chip, it's a full device where you can add different lights, different vibration, different functions. Sweden is a very tech-literate society. And I think this is the main explanation, really, why a lot of Swedes are adopting chip implants.
Swedes haven't been shy about upgrading themselves with the new version. Thousands already have microchip implants that they use in their daily lives.
Did you hear what the hell he just said? He said thousands, right, have already got this technology in their hands. Yeah. You see, and the number is growing.
Waving their hand to gain entrance to the gym, confirm their ID or make payments. A short moment of pain not putting them off becoming part Swede, part machine.
This event is an implant party.
Remaking man in his image, man.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Where ordinary people can show up and get a microchip embedded under their skin. The biohacking movement in Sweden is hosting them all over Europe, but it's at home where they get the most willing recipients.
I think it's really cool. You don't have to carry any keys or anything.
See, I just, you know, and we mentioned this earlier, man. They're going to make this thing seem like it's cool, you know? But I'm going to tell you something, right? If you get this technology, your ass is going to be hot. You see that? You ain't going to be so, you're not going to be so cool on the day of the Lord, man. Right? This dude here, you know, it's over for him, man. You know, so this is why we're doing these videos here, brothers, to warn you few sisters and brothers out there about what the hell is getting ready to happen, man. And if you receive this thing, you know, you know, we can't stress it out enough. Don't get the C-hip, Jake. Don't get it, and don't listen to some crazy ass tell you something completely different than this. What we're telling you now.
God, I got that precept for you since you said that.
Yes, sir.
This is Revelation 14:8, and then follow another angel saying, "Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she have made all nations drink of the wine of her wrath of her fornication." And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand."
So if you want to, it's like it. So if you want to be crazy enough, right, and go ahead and get this thing right here, you see, got it, priest.
"The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name."
That's right. So if you want to be crazy enough, right, to listen to a false prophet out here and tell yourself, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, your ass is gonna be destroyed with the intense laser beams of the chariots and also the nuclear thermal fire, man. Right, that's going to sweep this place, America. You see that, and also other parts of America, man. You are going to be caught up, right, in that lake of fire. You see, scriptures say that that your flesh shall consume away while you stand upon your feet. You see, and I'm telling you, that is, I'm pretty sure that is not a good feeling.
Hey, it's not.
Yeah.
Ashiar loaded a video up this past couple of days ago, which shows you the effect of the nuclear fire on human flesh. So if you have any idea if that's something you want to be a part of, go watch that video.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want to be cool, right, and get to see here, all right, your ass is going to be hot on the day of the Lord, man. And guess what? Us brothers, and even a few sisters, we do not want to be in your shoes. And this is why we're warning you, brothers and few sisters, right, about the pending danger that's coming if you receive this thing in your skin.
That's right.
You see?
That's right.
You brothers have anything else, or?
I wanted to read this real quick in the commentary.
You got it, brother.
It's for Revelation 14:9 in David Guza commentary. It says, "This reminds us that there is a connection between worshiping the beast and his image and receiving his mark on his forehead or on his hand. No one will casually or accidentally take the mark. The connection between worshiping the beast and taking the mark will be clear enough." You know, so it's not, you know, he can't force you to take it, right? It's going to be of your own volition, and it's ultimately going to be of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, whether or not you refuse to take this thing or not, man. But like I said, there's no accidentally taking the mark, right? So if you have a question about whether, you know, you might slip and fall and take the mark, or right, he might scoop you up and force you to take the mark, that's not going to happen, man.
No.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. You know, see, because if they lay you down and you're forced to take this thing, because you gotta remember this, Jake. This is the Most High's chip.
Yeah.
You see, so if you receive this thing, right, the Most High wanted you to receive this.
Yeah, but like Carl said, it's not going to be you're going to be tricked into doing it. It's a willful decision. That's why the scripture referred to this time as the hour of temptation, because as we went into with the law of the old, that was a choice. Just like this is going to be a choice. Now he's going to force you into thinking that that's your only option to get it, but to be strapped down to a table and he physically make you get it like that, no, it's going to be a choice, man. Okay, right. But it's all a testing of your faith at the end of the day, man.
That's right. And as you see, these people here that are getting this thing, it take them, it's not like, they got to lay down and go under the knife and nah, man. Right. It happens in a matter of seconds. You see? So again, going back to what Priest say, man, this thing here is going to be a choice that you already going to have to make in your mind. As a matter of fact, you got that, what's that guy, Lil Duval? He say, what the hell did he say? He said, a lot of you people out there going to get it. And, roughly paraphrasing, he said something like, he would even consider getting it, man. So there's a lot of people already in their mind that's contemplating on doing it. You had one bug out, I want to say last year, he was talking about some, how he wouldn't mind getting it, man. So there's a lot of Hebrew Israelites. And if you ask me, a lot of these Hebrew Israelites that break down this scripture here wrong, right? They're pretty much conditioning you individuals to go ahead and receive this thing when it come out.
That's it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, man. So, did you brothers have any closing statements or anything?
Nah, man. It's made plain.
And so we're gonna go ahead and close out this thing right here, man. And Yahweh Ratazah, you brothers and you few sisters out there were edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, going back to the title of the lesson, the M.O.T.B is in your face. You see that? And we broke this thing down very, very clear. Shouldn't be no questions, no what ifs. We broke it down clear as hell, like crystal. You see that? You can go ahead and close us out, priest.
So, Lord willing, you brothers and you few sisters were edified. So until next time, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, we say shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom. It's in your face, Jake. The M.O.T.B is in your face. Don't take the C-hip.